about politics. I save that for my weekly colonic. I haven't talked about world affairs since Sarah Palin took a long walk off a short igloo. But North Korea has gotten my nuclear panties in a twist. Their leader, Kim Jong-un, keeps threatening to fire weapons at the United States, and I am against this. Unless he has the technology to specifically target my brother Roy's inability to purchase extra lean ground turkey meat. Is it really that hard, you idiot? I don't think there's a real threat, because as we all know, Asians have small missiles. And believe it or not, there's been a lot of rumors that angry, corpulent Korean Kim Jong-un performed in his high school's musical production of Grease, and we have found the footage to prove it.
Is that a you?
Yeah, you better believe it, stud. Am I finally sexy for you?
I got a chill in the motor pride. And Koreans are very good at the multiplication.
If you want, I'll grease your lightning long time.
Someday. Right thing.
We go together like fat American and cheese love.
We go together like nuclear missile and eating dog.
It's Chelsea Lately. Tonight, Lindsay Lohan is going to Coachella before rehab. Diddy and Kate Upton kissed in Miami. Mayer was touching himself while driving. And Josh Groban is here. Did you guys know that the human voice consists of sound made by vocal folds for singing, screaming, or saying, "It's Chelsea Handler"?
It'll be at Flappers Comedy Club in Burbank, California, April 26th and 27th. Our new writer, Thomas Dale. And at the Arlington Draft House in Arlington, Virginia, May 3rd and 4th, Sarah Colonna. At the Funny Bone in Dayton, Ohio, tomorrow through Saturday, Jean. To Kim Jong-un. Okay, so Lindsay Lohan has chosen to go to a rehab that is located in the Hamptons. It's called the Seafield Center. It sounds like a Scientology center. Seafield. And it's going to cost her around $52,000. I thought they were going to pay for it since it's court ordered. No? So she has to pay for it.
Yeah. Charlie Sheen's paying for it, I think.
I think she spends $52,000 a month on whatever she does.
Cocaine.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't know that it's cocaine, guys. It's located only 15 minutes from one of the hottest clubs in the country, so she'll be able to sneak out. And she won't start her 90-day lockdown until early May because she doesn't want to miss Coachella this year.
She gets to go into rehab like after Coachella, so she's gonna stroll into rehab with like a Hello Kitty backpack, blowing sticks in the blow pop. Like, oh my God, did you see the Tupac hologram?
I don't think I'm worried about that. Like, I don't think she should. She's going to try to do all 90 days worth of stuff in that one day. Like, she's going to try to get out of all this stuff at Coachella, and it's not going to turn out well.
No, first of all, that's dangerous. Going to Coachella and then just stopping cold turkey? No, it doesn't work like that. You have to ease your way off of pills, drugs, and alcohol.
I mean, I think rehab is wonderful. Like, why is she waiting to go? Like, just get in there. It's like all-inclusive. Like, they give you dinner, breakfast, lunch. There's a gym. They even cut up your Adderall for you.
That's what she said she needs. She needs her Adderall, right? To go to rehab. It's not allowed, but that's like a way to...
It's not allowed. That's a drug. You're an idiot, Lindsay.
No, Adderall, though, is to focus. It's for ADD, so that could be allowed.
Yeah, I don't think that's her problem.
When you chop it up and snip it up your nose. Adderall's the best.
drugs to keep track of. I used to be really on top of these things. I've never even tried Adderall.
I'll get you up to speed on all the latest ones later.
You could do a little Adderall with a little scissor, you know?
This is someone that knows her way around the legal system, that she can negotiate waiting to go until after Coachella. And they don't even have, she's sentenced to 90 days, they don't have a 90-day program. They have a 28-day program, and they're actually catering a new program to her. I guess they're going to put it in the brochure and call it the Lindsay or something.
I'd like to go on the record and say that if her name were LaQuisha Lohan, she would be in prison by now.
First of all, I want to meet someone named LaQuisha Lohan.
She's out there on a book tour. You'll find names you've never even heard about. LaPortia with a number 4 in it. Chewy, you opened up a rehab in Mexico, right? Didn't you do that a couple of years ago? You did do it because I gave you money to do it, so don't act like you didn't do it. You opened up a rehab, and it's in Mexico, and I'm assuming that didn't work out well at all.
I went to the party for it. I know what she's talking about. We were there.
Who has a party for rehab?
I don't know what to tell you.
Laryngitis? What's happening?
I don't know. I think he's just given up. So, 43-year-old P. Diddy and his 20-year-old, he's not. It's not.
His name is Justin.
Oh, God.
Breaking news. Dear Justin. Justin Bieber has banned again.
That's a great update. I have no idea what you just said. Justin Bieber has banned again?
Has banged like bangs. Bangs. Not bang, bang. Bangs.
I love how you're getting upset with me. Okay, I'm so sorry that I couldn't understand your English.
Justin Bieber back.
It sounds like Chewy's trying to sing a Ricky Martin song. She bangs, she
We should write a song called He Drives Off the Studio and Never Comes Back. So Kate Upton is 20 years old. P. Diddy's 43. They were seen making out at a club in Miami Beach. They were kissing. They weren't hiding it. And then they had dinner in New York City. And he's saying, no, I don't even know her. So
Has Diddy ever dated a black woman?
No.
That's a good question. No.
No, his wife, and then he just stopped after the baby. Can I say something? What's the deal with these hot blonde chicks dating black rappers? It's not going to last.
First of all, models always end up going out. Well, it's hard to find somebody that good looking when you're a model. It's like Christy Brinkley and Billy Joel, and then Heidi Klum and Seal. It's like, no.
Well, Giselle did it. Giselle has Tom Brady.
Yeah, but they're equal. They're equally good looking.
Yeah, Tom Brady wears up, so it's not really a dude.
I mean, here's the thing. I mean, she's dating a 43-year-old black guy. I think somebody's trying to piss off her father. I remember one time I was dating a black guy, and my dad was like, all right, I just accepted that you're gay. Calm down.
By the way, the P. Diddy news, the last building we were in, the last studio we were in, P. Diddy's people came over to look at our space to possibly rent it because we were moving over to this studio. And one of his guys, what was his title?
He's the vice president of Bad Boy Records.
Bad Boy Records hid Fortune's car, left the scene of the crime, didn't tell her. She looked at the security camera. Fortune, come out here and tell everybody what happened. So, what, he hit at your car, right?
Well, his VP, Harry, the guy's name's Harry, he wasn't Harry. Yeah, he hit my car 8 months ago and he still hasn't paid me for it. I was being a sweet, southern, trusting girl.
What's his first and last name?
Harry Hutchinson.
And you didn't want to say anything on TV today because why?
Well, I didn't want to get shot.
Harry Hutchinson. And how much does he owe you?
He owed me $773 a month. He won't return my phone calls or texts.
Well, I think you'll get your money now. When we come back, we're going to talk about why you should never trust a porn star.
Think the internet is cool? Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Chelsea Lately, and follow us on Twitter @Chelsea Lately.
So hearings have begun for a former vice mayor of Tennessee who is accused of masturbating in his car while speeding. And according to police reports, a woman claimed that Blakely fondled himself while driving next to her, raising his shirt and trying to get her to raise her shirt. 3 women are testifying. This happened to 3 women that we know about, and they're testifying that on separate occasions he's done the same to them. One said he was taking his hand, wetting his mouth, and masturbating at over 90 miles per hour. And he had his penis out the window.
Just to be clear, I think he was driving 90 miles per hour. He wasn't masturbating 90 miles per hour.
The thing is, they said that he was going 90 miles per hour and he had his penis out the window. How tall is this vice mayor? He has the longest legs. Like, for me to do that, I have to stand outside the car. And then my friend has to be driving 90 miles per hour.
Well, and also, they said they picked him out of a lineup. I'm like, how do you put that lineup together? Just throw on a strong fan and everybody drop their pants.
I'm more concerned from a female perspective. Imagine getting your car washed and then just innocently driving down the highway and having somebody ejaculate all over it. That's disgusting.
They think it's a bird, and it's not. Is that a bitch? That smells like bleach!
Personally, I mean, I think he's lucky because, like, where are the cops doing all this? Like, he's driving 90 miles an hour, masturbating out the window. Like, I get pulled over driving 55 just texting my mother I love her.
And you also masturbate very lazily, just like this.
It's like, oh, there it is, over there.
Bitchy about it.
This is Tennessee, by the way, so in that state, this is probably considered courting. There was a basketball game the other night, and of course I was watching it on the edge of my seat. Louisville won the college basketball championship, and after the game, one of the players, Peyton Siva, thanked Jesus and his girlfriend for the win, and then a porn star was pissed because they had been sexting for a couple of months, and he didn't thank her. So she went on Twitter and posted private text conversations they had. And this is from a website called Black Sports Online.
It's my favorite. We're very creative.
Isn't Black Sports like a little redundant? We get it. Well, he's got a girlfriend and he's texting a porn star. Sounds like he's ready for the NBA.
Like, with his girlfriend, what's your defense to that? I guess you could just be like, listen, it could have been worse. At least I had a real girlfriend, and like that, like Manti Te'o guy.
Whatever happened to that guy? Whatever happened to him?
He got embarrassed and went away.
You can always tell the difference between a straight guy's Twitter and a gay guy's Twitter because a straight guy, I was looking at Chris Frangio's Twitter. Yeah, and he's got like 90% of them are the fake porn star accounts that he's following. He thinks he's talking to them, you know? Gay guys Twitter, if a porn star tries to follow me, I block or report it for spam. I'm like, get out of here, you hooker.
In all fairness to Chris Frangiola, he's gay and straight at the same time. And he's up there right now in a sweater vest, just looking at himself in the mirror going... We're going to be right back with a guy who has a really good voice. His name is Josh Groban. Sold over 25 million albums, and his latest CD is called All That Echoes. It's his 3rd album to hit #1 on the Billboard charts. Please welcome Josh Groban. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Where did that... It's nice to see you, too. What have you been up to?
You know, just popping bottles and touching models all day. How did that even come out of my mouth? I don't know. What is this seat doing to me? I don't even know. I've just been, honestly, I've been taking like staycations anytime I can.
Like, where do you go?
Home. Like, I'll just be at home with my dog, and I'll just kind of get into a good book or a video game, and just because I travel so much that any chance I get to relax, I'm just vegging out.
So you and your dog are in a relationship?
Pretty much. He's kind of the love of my life.
Do you travel with your dog? You take him on planes with you?
If it's a domestic trip, then he really enjoys it. I haven't taken him internationally because it'd be kind of long for him to go without going to the bathroom and also the quarantine stuff. So just the U.S. He loves the tour bus, though. We go on the tour bus together, and he sits in the front and watches the road. He's like a road dog. Yeah.
My dog Chunk loves to travel too. He's very international. Yes. He gets on every time he gets on a plane. He's like gets a little
He's the continental. Yeah.
He gets very excited. He likes to fly. He sits up and he's like.
Where are we going next? Where are we going?
Yeah, and you can take them to Canada, by the way.
Yes. Oh yes. No, we've gone to Canada on the tour bus.
Are you from Canada?
No, I'm not.
I'm glad I asked.
I don't know. Everybody thinks I'm from Canada. But I've worked with a lot of Canadians.
Well, you seem very straight-laced. That's why I asked. Because Canadians are generally very straight-laced. Like you seem, I know you seem, you're not as straight as you seem. I didn't mean it like that. You're not as straight-laced as you seem.
I've been around some pretty hard partying Canadians. I mean, I don't know. I would agree with you, except I've seen some crazy ass Canadians.
Really? Well, yeah. I don't know. They drink, but that's pretty much it.
Yes. No, I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm kind of straight-laced. My music is kind of on the serious side, and my vocal training is kind of classical. So I think people just assume that I just kind of go home and like trim roses in my garden and smell them for a while.
Well, it must be very annoying to go on tour. I mean, of course it's rewarding because you have so many fans, but your fans are all like middle-aged women who are like dying. The majority, I'm sorry, that's not true. Not all your fans, but the majority are like, there's a lot of middle-aged. It's the same thing when I go there. Middle-aged women that want to probably have sex with you, right? And they must be all over you. How do you control yourself?
Well, I just hug and release. Just hug and release. They come backstage, they're very touchy-feely. We'll do a photo shoot and they'll have the hand on the button. I'll just But it's you know, the cool thing about touring though truly is that I know that this music kind of gets a little bit of a stereotype, but when I go out in the audience and check, like they're bringing those women are bringing like their whole families now.
The husbands and stuff?
Their husbands, and when the guys are dragged along, like my goal on a show is to make sure that they like continue to have a really good night. That's always my goal.
Now, you can talk for him. You're welcome. How did you find out when you have a voice like yours that you even have that? Did you just start singing and your parents were like, oh my God, make to go straight to the bank?
No, and I was born in LA too, so no, I didn't. But I kind of hid it from my parents for a really long time. I was always interested in music. I was interested in theater. I really wanted to kind of be in a play when I was younger. But no, I would go home and I would sing kind of behind closed doors. And I would.
So you were in the singing closet.
I was in the singing closet. I finally came out of the singing closet in junior high school. A teacher pulled me out from the back. Seriously, pulled me out from the back, and
I bet he did.
Yes, he did. And this whole world was open to me. I couldn't believe it.
I know. Look at you. You're blossoming right before our eyes.
We did. We made beautiful music together. Yeah.
What's your story now? Are you single?
I'm single.
How do you survive? You're going to Russia because you're half Russian, right? You're going to go perform in Moscow?
Nice segue. I'm single and going to Russia. It's a very dangerous thing. A very dangerous thing. Yes.
I always have nice segues.
I know.
So smooth like that.
So smooth. We have that in common.
You're playing in Moscow because we were just talking about Russia on the show, so that's why I was thinking of it. You're playing at the Hollywood Bowl right on the 4th of July, which is a big, big deal.
Yes, July 2nd.
July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
I'll be 3 nights at the Hollywood Bowl. It's going to be fireworks every night. It's going to be...
Is that your favorite place to play or one of them?
I love it because, I was born and raised in LA, so, that's the place when I was 5, 6 years old. My parents would take me. We'd go picnic and sit up in the nosebleed seats and watch, all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, whenever I hit that stage, it's a really nostalgic thing. And Moscow is going to be fun because I'm half Russian. I've never been. and I think I've got some family tree there. So
yeah, well, good luck with that.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That sounds like an amazing trip.
Do you want to? You want to go?
I'll probably come with you. Yeah. You can see Josh live from Lincoln Center April 12th on PBS, and All That Echoes is in stores now, and you can go to joshgroban.com for upcoming tour dates, and we'll be right back. Thank On a slightly more serious note, in elephant news, there was a Ringling Brothers circus elephant who was being transported from one tent to another and was accidentally shot in a drive-by shooting. So, if an elephant can't go to work without getting shot in a drive-by, then I think enough is enough. And so we need to talk about gun control being a very important issue for all the people watching this show. We actually need to do some things that are responsible instead of just gossip. So we're going to throw up numbers so you can call your members of Congress, and it's on your screen, and we can help make a difference by just picking up the phone and demanding more legislation on gun violence prevention in this country. And on a happier note, that elephant had sex later that day. Good night.
If you're in the LA area and want tickets to Chelsea Lately, visit chelsealately.com for info.
Speaking of Saturn on the we That's the saddest thing ever. They're giving away 200 Shakira, 16% as interesting, respectively. Shares are still there at the wine audition stage of the competition. Anyway, continue to hear the mistake. This fan base is fans of Justin Bieber's audition stage.
I gotta go back. I really do. Because
Some people reach this space she'll do anything to make sure she never misses a photograph.
Because she'll be waiting for so long, it's because Jennifer Lopez is taking pictures with motorcycles and people wearing swords all night.
He's very pleasant. He keeps using
This is how senior doctors two people
and I remember some of the
music news like reality star as a new single
it's a disaster.
This is why I feel this relates to and so much things that will take
Your contract with Celtic
Yes, it is.
Joe Carroll, arch nemesis, the serial killer. He is obsessed with egg growing and kind of more time to take this seriously.
So next question. Do I have something over my head? Or is there another reason to tell the story like my first shot in the hot tub this morning?
On the top, Julie Chen does not deal in racial stereotypes. She deals in racial stereotypes. Asians, it's okay because she's an Asian. It's the only joke she has. You see, Julie Chen doesn't pick one stereotype and column A and now she calls B for her one joke. Julie makes only one thing as a stereotype, so those substitutions please.
So what happened with that guy? That guy still has money. Yeah, I would just take his word for it. I wouldn't. I'd be like, no, that sounds horrible. I would be. History is about a century whose ships were driven by the hammer of the gods. It is also one of those slice of life sitcoms that features ironic pillow talk about 9th century Norse married And they suck out the body fluids from the fish. So you can get out of the water. One of those things is getting off your body before the trial. Does this look a lot like Game of Thrones? I know there's a Matrix still. I'm really getting a lot like Game of Thrones. Yeah, and your phone doesn't usually suck your blood out. Unless you have the new recently there was celebrity apprentices. The celebrities are challenged to come up with presentations of live skincare products. Does this look a lot like shouldn't you investigate yourself? Inspectors in East Nashville, Tennessee. Takes the passes. What is your effect on the staff? So when does this happen to someone? I'll let Stacy describe. Near each other. Let's get the believe it. Put them in our water and expand it into an entire hour of television every week. It's a good thing too. Otherwise, we end up being so you spoke to him as he's alive. Does everything intact outside?
My name is Alicia, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah.
So these people were getting these nut eaters, they outgrow their tank, and they take it and they eat it.
Big fine sign for a musical change. Music pleases both of them.
I hate those people. You went and asked about hand fishing, that's the actual and you picked yours. Tell us if you're doing it And can you see what's in there? It's completely dark.
If you're watching what you're seeing over here, consider this a full invitation to live studio audience to continue the Golden Show live stream. Please give us a call at 323-570-4500 or visit our website at tickets.com.
When Scott did the sort of speed, you heard us.
My opponent got
California, please welcome the 3 o'clock.
Yeah, the last thing we need is you getting hungry, man. If you're in desperate need to have your meals come in the mail tingly, that means it's time for Tales from the Back. That should be longer. In the kitchen with David, the show on the man who puts weight in his mouth and then expresses joy about said things. And he doesn't even need to use words to do it.
Things that cannot stress it out. You know, yes, I am a professional chef, and yes, I do cook for myself at home every individual, but the things that I cannot stress enough to say to how
Look, he wasn't trying to be funny. That's just the face he makes when it's signed to his heart to sponsors. Later, he moved on to banana cake. Let's see what happens.
You mix it with some walnuts, and you've got a delicious frosting on top that also uses walnuts and bananas as well.
Banana cake with I guess. On the air.